Okay, no problem, lads. How you doing, everybody? Welcome back. Welcome back to Larford Lakes. This is day 2 of the Goldenrod feeder final here at Larford Lakes. We've been here all weekend. Day 1 was yesterday. This is day 2, the final day of the 2-day competition. There's loads of catching up to do. If you want to find out what happened day 1, what happened this morning, what's happened through the middle part of the afternoon, if you do want to hear and see what's happened so far, there are loads of streams underneath this one for you that's going to get you up to speed. So I know there are lots of people watching, so I won't go over all that because this is just a quick update for you, just to let you know what's been happening, because there are about 45 minutes to 40 minutes left of the match. We started at 11 o'clock. We are finishing at 4 o'clock, and then there is going to be a live weigh-in of one of the lakes. We're not sure if it's going to be Match Lake, and we don't know if it's going to be Spessy Lake, but that live weigh-in is my duty today, is to cover that live stream for the Golden Reel angling. Good afternoon, Fuzz and David Lee. Quick comments there, thank you. I am going to be streaming them, but only on Facebook. That is why I'm here today, really, to do my duty to the Golden Reel Angling Facebook page. However, I know there are lots of you that miss out on stuff that goes on Facebook, and that's why I'm doing this on YouTube, just for you, because I don't want everybody to miss out. For all my very, very loyal followers to this channel, so thank you everybody for that. So thank you for watching them as well. So anyway, let's get down to business, as they say. I'm over on Spessy Lake, so let me just flick round for you. There we go. So this is Spessy Lake. This is the bank that's been worked on. That's why it looks a little bit like a moonscape at the moment, but the grass is getting hold, which is good. So just to let you know, this is the Burbank here. This is peg 1 going along there, and as far as we know, it's fishing hard all the way along there. All right. However, the very end peg down there, the very end peg, is Phil Canning, and that is where he's struggled all day. However, he has just caught a massive carp, a great big carp, which has got him right back in it. However, that peg, that is the peg where Salmon Fry was yesterday, where he caught 80 pound in the last hour. Now that section right down there is fishing against this end section right down there, and that is where Steve Brindley is. Steve Brindley's second from the end. The end peg on this bank is peg 18, and Steve Brindley is peg 20, so he's a couple of pegs in from the end, and up until 20 minutes ago, we had him down as definitely winning the competition, because he was winning his section, so that means that he would end up on 2 points. However, in the space of about 15 minutes, the angler to his left, Vic Molyneux, on the end peg on peg 18, he caught another carp. He's already got one great big carp, so, and the angler in between them, he's got a couple of carp as well. So whilst Steve Brindley was winning his section with around 50 pound, the other anglers are now pushing him. Phil Canning, whilst I was there as well, also caught that great big fish opposite, so Steve is kind of almost looking over his shoulder now. He was winning the section steadily, I won't say really easily, but so he was the one that we had our eye on to win the competition. However, it's not going to be as plain sailing as that with 40 minutes to go, because obviously those other anglers only need another great big fish and they could catch him up. So that was the one that we were sure about, so that's not such a certainty now, so it is going to go to the wire, as we thought it might. Match Lake, just to let you know, Tom Pickering was leading initially on there. However, the anglers opposite him, peg 1, not so much peg 2, we don't think, which is where Shemek is. He has had a couple of good fish, but we don't think he's pushing Tommy. Peg 1 is definitely pushing Tommy, if not overtaking him. We think he's got bigger fish, but Tommy's just been ticking over, catching mainly F1s by the looks of it. I haven't watched that too much. I'm relying on the information from people on the bank. And Stu Fotheringham on peg 4 over to Tommy, is opposite Tommy but slightly to the left. He's put a few fish together as well, so Tommy's section is way too close to call at the moment, unless one of them has a run of fish in this final 40 minutes, 45 minutes. Alright, so that section is going to be too hard to call. And as regards the actual best weight at the moment on the lake, we're pretty sure that's going to be Match Lake peg 19. That is Matt Maguire on peg 19. He was admitting to, I think it was 14 or 15 fish, but at least 8 of those are proper carp, so he's going to have a good weight. And that was when I left him about 40 minutes ago, so obviously he may have caught more. So that's peg 19. Peg 18 was the peg to be on yesterday, but obviously it's fishing, things change from day to day. The wind has dropped. I am out of the wind here, but it has dropped a little bit. It's been a freezing cold wind, so that, it looks like that has had an impact. If I just flick the camera around for you, There we go. This is looking down the Bure. Steve Ringer's the third peg in. It looks like it's fished hard all the way along there, and those anglers there are fishing against these anglers over here on the shallow bank, and it's fished hard all the way along there. There's one angler there, Dale. He's got 2 carp. He's got one really good carp that we've heard, and he's had another one about 6 or 7 pound, and he's got some skimmers as well. Andy Kinder's down there where that umbrella is. He's struggling. He's just got a handful of skimmers, a few skimmers, and that's pretty much the story all the way along there. There is the odd bonus carp caught, but they haven't got much to go with the bonus carp, so they may have, you know, 10 small skimmers. There's the odd better bream being caught, but again, that middle section, just like yesterday, that's going to be too close to call at the moment. So as we enter the final 30 minutes, it is wide open, but you know, from a viewer's point of view and from a spectator's point of view, that's what we want. I've seen a couple of questions about David Wood. No, he's not catching. David Wood's in the middle of the Bure, match Bure, and the last time I spoke to his brother was about an hour ago. I think he'd got about 4 F1s and a couple of skimmers. It's a very close to call section, that one, but his brother did say to me that the angler on his, I don't know if it was the angler on his left or his right, I can't remember, he'd got about 8 decent fish. So at that stage Dave wasn't in the running at all, but obviously things can change. When it's such small margins, one fish can make a huge difference. Let me just flick the camera around for you as I work my way back to base. So these are the early pegs on Spessy Bure. As you can see, you know, nobody's catching. You know, they're not even catching skimmers. And then as I pan round, you can just make out that's Tom Pickering there. That's peg 34, the end peg on Match Lake. And then as we pan round here, which it's the direction I'm walking in, so I might as well keep filming for you. I'm going to go over to peg 1, 2, 3 and 4 just to show you these pegs. And whilst I'm actually talking to you, I'm keeping my eye. I'm trying not to be rude by not addressing the camera. I'm doing it because I want to see if anybody's catching anything for you, so I can show you a little bit of fishing action if there is some. But I'm looking right the way up there, and there isn't anybody playing fish or anything. So we're going to be weighing in on Facebook from just after 4 o'clock. Let me just swing around for you, just show you. This is Trevor Mould, peg 1, so you can see where he's casting, right up to the front edge of that overhanging tree. I think that's where he's caught most of his fish. If I pan round to the left, you can see Tommy there, and Tommy's just sat waiting patiently like he does. Peg 2 is Shemek, he's there, but I did mention Stu Fotheringham, and he is there. So we know he's caught a few fish. Whether he's done enough to contend Tommy or Trevor on peg 1, we don't know. Like I say, unless anybody has a really good run in this last 30 minutes, it's going to be really close to call. Okay, so like I say, I don't know which fish just been netted over there on that other bank. 3 from the end. Like I say, there were loads of late fish caught on this lake yesterday. In the last 30 minutes, some of the anglers caught 50% of their overall weight, and it is much cooler today. I mean, those fish were caught in shallow water close in. That camera's zoomed in so far, it's a bit shaky, I do apologise. But I'm looking right the way up Match Lake, the grass bank, and there isn't anybody playing fish there. So that's it. I'm going to go and get this phone back on charge and the other camera. We're going to get ready for the 4 o'clock weigh-in. Like I say, if you are on Facebook, head on over to the Golden Reel angling page. You can watch the full weigh-in. I'm not sure which lake it's going to be yet. I'm just going to have a word with Phil Briscoe, and we'll make a decision on that. So thank you for following this, everybody. What I will do, I'm not going to be at home until really late tonight, so whether I get a chance to upload the results and put a final finished video for you or not, I'll do my best to do that, but I'm not going to be home till possibly 10 o'clock tonight. So if I don't get a chance to upload that tonight, there will be one tomorrow for you, just kind of summarising it for you, and that will be right here on the Catch Fishing channel on YouTube for you. So hit subscribe with the notification bell if you want to see kind of I'll put together a summary for you. But whatever happens over the next couple of days, I am going to be putting together a full finished polished film of this 2-day event for you, which will be getting uploaded to YouTube, which will obviously, I'll spend a bit more time on that. That won't be in this live stream format so much. I've got quite a bit of footage of anglers playing and catching fish, so, and I'll be able to give you more insightful updates through that film, and that will be rolled out onto YouTube this week for you. So I'm going to grab a quick cup of tea because I'm losing my voice, Thanks for all the great messages, and as always, please, as this has been an experiment doing these streams, I'd appreciate your feedback either in the comments below or a nice big thumbs up, and obviously subscribe to the channel if you want to see more like this throughout the remainder of the year. So I'm going to head off now, get ready for the weigh-in, and I will update you with the full results regardless, whether that's early evening tonight, really late tonight, but if not, at the latest tomorrow morning for you. Okay, so thanks everybody for the great feedback, and I'll check in with you in a little while.